Hey guys, Phoenix91. I'm bringing you a video here about Michael Pachter. Basically, recently predicted that the Switch in 5 years, assuming that the console's only going to be, 5 years before they bring out the next one, will sell about around 50 million units, which is actually, it's a good amount if the Switch, even if the Switch only makes 50 million units, that's a good amount to sell in one generation. I mean, you look at past generations, you see where like the GameCube only did about 22, I believe, and the original Xbox only did about 24 million. So it's definitely not a bad number. But I was watching Review Tech USA's video, and I have to agree with most of what he said. It's way too early to start predicting how the Switch is going to be. It's only been out for about 4 months, and almost any console can sell well in its first 6 months. Almost any. Even the Dreamcast. I know Dreamcast in and of itself probably was a good console, but let's face it, it had the problem with developers. It didn't use DVDs, so it really failed overall. But for the first 6 months, the Dreamcast was selling pretty well. So any console really, almost any. The Wii U, an exception, let's face it. After the first 2 months, the Wii U died, and it did not ever revive itself. But in any case, it's still a little too early to talk about how a console will sell, just because the Switch right now, let's face it, it's basically selling, in my opinion now. This is my opinion. It's not selling. It has some good games there, but it's not just selling only because of the good games. Let's face it. The main reason that the Switch is selling well is because of the portability factor. So you really need to see, after that portability whole hype, wears off, after the whole hype of, I can take my AAA games with me anywhere, after that wears off, you got to see if the Switch will still be able to keep up with the hype. And I think you have to wait at least a year. A year. After the Switch has been out for a year, then make your predictions. If the Switch gets to the 10 million mark of consoles, like I think they predicted by March of next year, then start making your predictions. If you want to make them now, fine. I just personally think it's a little too early because, no one could have predicted that the PS3 was going to beat the Xbox 360. Because when the PS3 came out, it was awful with sales. The price was too high. A lot of people weren't buying it. So, yeah, I think that you got to wait at least 1 year to see, whether a console is still hyped, whether it's still selling well, or whether it has died down, and how much has it died down by. You definitely got to wait. You can't, I think it's a little too early to start predicting these things. But, if people want to, whatever, Not going to tell people they can't predict things. I just think that the first 4 months, or even the first 6 months of the console's life, are not in any way saying of how it's going to do overall. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know yours in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and may God bless you all.